Boys, come here. Once upon a time,
there are 3 little pigs.
Oink, oink, oink.
They left their mommy and daddy and set out to see the world.
Bye!
Take care!
All summer long they roamed through the woods
and over the hills, and playing games and having fun.
None were happier than the 3 little pigs. And they easily made friends with everyone.
Wherever they went, they were given a warm welcome.
But as the summer came to a close,
they realized that the folk were drifting back to their usual jobs
and preparing for winter.
Autumn came and it began to rain.
The 3 little pigs started to feel they needed a real home.
Sadly, they knew the fun was over now,
and they must set to work like the others. All they'd be left in the cold and rains,
with no roof over their heads.
They told about what to do.
But the 3 little pigs could not decide what type of house to build.
The laziest little pig said he'd build a straw house.
It will only take a day, he said.
The others disagreed.
It's too fragile,
they said disapprovingly.
but he refused to listen. Not quite so lazy. The second little pig went in search of planks of wood.
Clunk, clunk, clunk. It took him 2 days to nail them together.
But the third little pig didn't like the wooden house.
That's not the way to build a house, he said. It takes time, patience, and hard work.
To build a house that is strong enough to stand up to the wind, rain, and snow.
And most of all,
Protect us from the big bad wolf.
The wolf.
Lived the other 2 little pigs.
We aren't afraid of him.
And immediately they broke into a song.
Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? The big bad wolf, the big bad wolf.
Why are you working so hard?
Why don't you come and play?
But the stubborn pig just said,
No, I shall finish my house first.
it must be solid and sturdy. And then I'll come and play. I should not be foolish like you. For he who laughs laughs longest.
it was the wisest little pig.
That found the tracks of the big bad wolf in the neighborhood.
the little pig thrust home in alarm. So along came the wolf, scowling fiercely at the laziest pig's straw house.
Let me in.
Order of the wolf, his mouth watering. I want to speak to you.
Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. I won't let you in.
Replied the little pig with a tiny voice. If you don't let me in,
I will huff.
and I will puff,
And I'll blow ourselves down.
growled out the wolf quite angrily. And puffing out his chest, he took a deep breath.
Then he blew with all his might right onto the house.
And all the straw the silly pig had heaped against some thin poles fell down in the great blast.
Excited by his own cleverness,
The wolf did not notice that the little pig had slithered out from beneath the heap of straw.
And was dashing towards his brother's wooden house.
when he realized that the little pig was escaping, the wolf grew wild with rage. Come back!
He roared, trying to catch the pig as he ran into the wooden house. The other little pig greeted his brother, shaking like a leaf.
I hope this house won't fall down.
Let's lean against the door so he can't break in. Outside, the wolf could hear the little pig's words. The wolf was starving, and he quite liked the idea of 2 little pigs on the menu instead of just one.
Let me in. I only want to speak to you.
Lies the wolf. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. I will not let you in.
Replied the second little pig, trying to sound brave.
Inside, the 2 brothers wept in fear and did their best to hold the door closed against the wolf.
Then the famous wolf was getting very annoyed. He shouted, "If you don't let me in,
I'll huff
and I'll puff,
and I'll blow this house down."
He drew in a really enormous breath and went. The wooden house collapsed like a pack of cards.
Luckily, the wise little pig watched the scene from the window of his own brick house.
And he rapidly opened the door to his fleeing brothers.
And not a moment too soon.
The wolf was already hammering furiously at the door.
This time, the wolf had great doubts. This house seemed much more solid than the others. He shouted to the pigs inside, "Let me in, let me in."
The little bricklayer pig stuck out his head out of the window and shouted,
"Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin, I won't let you in."
Then the furious wolf was getting really annoyed. He shouted,
"If you don't let me in,
I'll huff,
and I'll puff,
and I'll blow this house down."
He drew in a really enormous breath.
And went.
This time the house did not fall down like a pack of cards. In fact, it didn't move even 1 centimeter.
A wolf began to cough and wheeze, holding his hand on her chest.
The 3 little pigs watched him,
And their fear began to fade.
And all 3 started to sing.
la la la.
Who can say that the big bad wolf, big bad wolf, big bad wolf? The wolf was mad.
The wolf was angry.
The wolf was livid.
The wolf decided to try one of his tricks. He scrambled up a ladder onto the roof and to take a look at the chimney. However, the wisest little pig had seen the ploy,
And he was well prepared.
He had a big pot of water boiling away merrily on the fireplace.
With his long legs thrust down the chimney.
The wolf wasn't sure if he should slide into the black hole. It wouldn't be easy to get in.
But the sound of the little pigs' voices below only made him feel hungrier.
He let himself drop.
His landing was rather unexpected and rather hot. He let out a deafening roar of pain. Ow! Open the door! Shouted the bricklayer pig.
Just in time, the other 2 little pigs flung to open the door.
The wolf raced through the doorway.
Down the lane, over the hill, and was never seen again.
The 3 happy little pigs
Danced round and round the yard singing. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? The big bad wolf! The big bad wolf!
From that day on,
The wisest little pig's brother set to work. In less than no time,
up went the 2 new brick houses.
now safe and happy. The wisest little pig called to his brothers. No more work.
Come on, let's go and play.